So I am doing a series of videos this week that are to remember people that we've lost. Um, Also in my studio, um, if you come visit, you'll see these metal roses. Uh, my friend John Gazeley recorded an album here years ago, and he was a metal grinder, and so he could carve things out of metal in amazing ways, and he gifted that to me. But John has a really fascinating story that I talk about in my book, Embrace Your Authentic Songwriter. He sent me some of his recordings after we met at one of my shows years ago, and I was like, John, you need to come and record these songs, and he was like all taken aback that anybody would care about anything he had written. He had a lot of self-doubt and had always played in cover bands. And so this writing songs and being the singer in the band was something with his own words, with his own voice, was something that was very scary to him. And he started recording the album, and then after a while just kind of fell off the face of the earth. And I wasn't sure what was going on. And finally, when we reconnected, he said, there's just all these voices in my head telling me I can't do this. I can't do this. My voice isn't good enough. My songs aren't good enough. But he reached out to people, and he started working with my friend Dana Perry, getting voice lessons. And he was surrounded by people in the studio that supported him and told him his songs were worthy. And he did it. He recorded it. And he came to one of my shows right before his album was about to be released. And I chatted with him at one of the set breaks, and he's like, you know what, Beth, I think I finally found my voice. And he was going to participate in one of my Sing It Sister events as the honorary dude. Um, and we were practicing with all the performers, and John didn't show for the practice. And I was like, that's no good. I don't know what's going on. I'm really worried about him. And I went to my Facebook page, and on Messenger, one of his coworkers had said, hey, I know John's doing this thing. He didn't show up for work today. We're not sure what's going on. We can't get a hold of him. So I actually ended up calling the police in the town where he lived and said, hey, can you go do a wellness check? And they found that he had passed from an apparent heart attack. But for him to tell me right before that he had found his voice made all of that hardship worth it. So when I look at these flowers, I think of John, and I think about how he overcame his demons, recorded that album, and now his family has this keepsake of his voice and these songs. And he wrote this beautiful song for his daughters called Wish. And at the showcase that he wasn't able to attend, we were able to play his voice, and the band was able to back up his voice. So that's a beautiful testimony that you should not wait to make art.